Hello and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. I'm your hang, Tim McLaughlin, coming to you with your other hang, Myka Fox. Hello, Myka.
Hey, Tim.
Valentine's Day edition.
I know. I wore my pink sweater and pink socks to celebrate the day.
An episode for lovers, and we have one of New York's top lovers on our show today.
Whoa,
He's loved, lost, and loved again. Recently went on a trip with a lady who I haven't met, probably on purpose. Sam hasn't introduced her to me.
Yeah, nervous Tim's going to steal her, huh?
Yeah, Mr. Steal your girl.
Mr.
Or
Mr.
your donut.
Mr. says slurs in front of your girl. Anyways, it's Sam Evans. He's been called on the show many a time and been on the show before. So, hello, Sam. Welcome back.
No, I was on the show once.
I said you were on the show before.
Oh, yeah.
You're our most called guest.
I'm the most called guest. I feel honored.
I think you're the only guest we've ever called.
Really?
We were gonna call you last week because you couldn't make it last week because I think I asked last minute and you were working or something. So we had Shane on.
Yeah. You did call me the week before when I was sick.
Right, and then we had Shane on last week and we were gonna call you, but we really just were having too much fun and totally forgot.
Yeah.
Because you said you couldn't make it till after 5:30 and it was like 5 when we were recording. I didn't want to call you, interrupt you at work.
I don't know, Tim. There's a lot of stories swimming around. Feel like you're
Yeah.
lying, even though I was there.
Yeah, it seems like
It's just
lying.
vamping. The real reason he's like, oh, he's too busy, so if we call him, he won't pick up. And Tim makes some fucking lies. We had too much fun. I don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, we didn't really have that much fun last week. Shane was kind of a fucking bummer of a guest.
He
Yeah,
was so
I know.
pissed that we were too
I've met him.
we were too irreverent.
Yeah.
You were too irreverent.
He
And he was
goes-
like, why did you just stop it?
He's like, this show doesn't have any structure.
We have the most structure of any podcast.
We have so
that's
many
ever-
segments.
We have so many segments.
That's right.
This shit it's segment built, segment run.
Yeah, and I'm not just talking about the couch.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And if you're watching on
Good
youtube.com/Great Hang Pod, subscribe. I wrote it on the board. All right,
Yeah, you
cool.
guys can see that, right?
Myka, what have you been doing for Valentine's Day?
Oh, so many things. First of all, I finally tried the weed you found on the subway.
That's right. And how was it?
Pretty good. Not
Nice.
gonna lie, I thought there was like a 50-50 chance I was gonna die. It was like, Tim found weed on the subway.
I found like a quarter of weed on the subway.
A quarter of weed?
7 grams. It was a fucking shit ton.
What was it? Just paper bag, plastic bag?
No, it was in a little
Plastic
container. Yeah.
Really?
It looked nice. It was like all purple, and you open it up. It's like smells even when it's closed. I was like, God damn, this shit is strong. Like if it hasn't been soaked in formaldehyde, it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
And you're safe. You're okay.
This is
Here
3
I am.
weeks.
Although you know what, I have an incredible headache, and I have for days now. Do you think it's the weed?
No,
No.
have you? No, you have a cold.
That's
Mike
right.
has been sick all of January and
All
now,
of 2023.
Michael felt good for 3 days, and then she went back to the doctor, and the doctor's like, "Well, you just have a cold now."
And those 3 days, Toe was pissing blood.
Oh yeah,
No.
it was
the
crazy.
whole household's getting. And Tim, you threw your back out.
I threw my back out putting in flooring, like a man.
Wow.
And Micah has been a very accommodating and nice, even though she's been kind of sick the entire time. But it's been hard to move.
Well, happy
I've
Valentine.
been accommodating and nice. This is the first time hearing it.
Well, to me and my back problems.
Yeah, but the whole time you've been like, you fucking blah, blah, blah. You're all in a bad mood.
Well, I have been in a bad mood, but that's just because my back hurt. But you've been really nice, and
Look
I've
at
said
that.
thank you a lot.
Happy Valentine's Day to me, and that will be my gift.
Yep.
Thank
She got
you.
nothing. What'd you do for your bitch, Sam?
Nothing. But you already called her a bitch. No, we just got. But I did make her reiterate because this is the first Valentine's.
That she is
Day-
a bitch?
Day, yeah, I was
And
saying,
then
just to clarify.
And then she understands that?
I did make her because she was like, I don't really care about Valentine's Day, and I was like, that's good. And then I go,
They're like, wait, is this a test?
yeah, and I was like, just so we're clear, I'm not doing anything big. Okay, we're not doing any. This is gonna be a non-holiday thing for us because I mean this. And she was like, I mean it, and I made her reiterate several times.
So wait, are you even seeing her?
I'm gonna go hang out with her, and I might grab flowers. I don't know.
Hey, I'll be working at the bowling alley if you want to come bowl tonight.
Have a
I
nice
can-
romantic. Stick your fingers in some holes.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Those
Give her a
worn
UTI
in
later
holes.
Yeah.
tonight.
Is there anything more upsetting than the inside of a hole on a bowling ball? That is such a gross feeling.
I don't know. Have you
to
seen
me.
Tim's belly button?
Now let's not make fun of men's gross belly buttons, all right?
Thank you.
I got news for you. Women's also gross.
This is a safe space.
I was way too old before I realized that you need to wash the inside of your belly button
couldn't
pretty
smell that?
regularly. My friends could smell it. I made Mike
Oh,
Cronin.
no.
I made Mike Cronin smell my belly button several times. You
I
could,
kind of love the smell of a funky belly button,
Mike-
but only my own.
yeah, your own.
Like a fart, like where it's like it's great when it's yours and anyone else's is repulsive.
Yeah, everybody loves their own bad smell.
Mike Cronin do be looking like he smells belly buttons, though.
100%.
God damn. He
Mike
is such
Cronin,
a
friend
fat
of the
dumbass.
show.
Friend of the show. Have you met Mike Cronin?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I never know if
You've
I've
never met
somebody.
Mike Cronin. He has a child and lives in Detroit.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's my type.
Ooh, you know what we should call? We should call Tom because he was on the road with Mike Cronin and a man had a heart attack at a show this weekend.
Had a heart attack at the show?
Yeah, let's call Tom real quick.
That's
Did they
so
stop
crazy.
the show? Yeah, of course they stopped the show.
No.
Yeah.
Tom just kept talking about
Tom-
corn in his poop.
Tom's a pro.
Tom goes, the man dies corn and he comes back corn.
And the crowd was like, this guy's good. he tied it into the act.
Let's call him.
All
Let's see
right.
here. Tom Brady, a.k.a. Tom Takar. I think it comes out the top now.
It does.
Riveting stuff.
Shut
Yeah.
up, Myka.
Yeah, we're like 5 minutes in and you're already calling somebody else. This is hurting my feelings.
Well, it's because you brought up Cronin.
Oh, yeah.
He's probably not going to answer.
It's 3 hours earlier there. He's probably still asleep.
Your call has been forwarded
Oh!
to an-
That bitch.
You have
Okay.
reached 917-863-5302.
Whose number is that?
I don't know. Let's find out. I just thought it'd be funny to pretend that was Tom's, but you called me out right away.
Oh. Well, anyways, the show's over. We didn't get a hold of Tom. This was a good show, I guess, all in all.
Now the show's is over is that man who died in his show.
Yeah. Tom said the guy might have died, might not have died. He doesn't have any info. I was trying to get more info about it.
He didn't do any follow up. Once I was
Nah.
at the park and this kid almost died and like he was like couldn't breathe and he was like on the ground and then like I saw some like firemen like walking over. I'm like, you could run. This is
Yeah.
a time you should be running.
And he was like, hey, where's the fire? Am I right?
It was the most furious I've ever been. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, we're talking seconds probably.
Yeah.
This kid ain't breathing.
I'm sorry, honey. Unless the kid's on fire, there's really nothing I can do.
But my point is, I called the hospital later and I was like, hey, that kid in the park, can you tell me if he's all right? And they're like, yeah, he's all right. And I'm like, was
good.
that legal? But the point is, if Tom really cared, he'd know.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's true.
I was telling this story the other day. My parents, dad, doctor, mom, ER nurse. One time we're at a Bob Evans. I'm like 6 years old.
Wait, is that your dad's name?
Dad, doctor.
Dr. Mommy Arners?
Dr. Mommy Arners. Daryl
There you
Mommy Arners Evans.
Yeah.
At a Bob Evans, I'm like 6 years old. My dad, we've just ordered, and my dad looks across the restaurant. There's like an old man looking across the table at his wife. He's horrified. This lady has just passed out or something, a stroke. My parents put this woman on the floor because her pulse is extremely faint and she's not breathing, and they start doing CPR right there in the middle of Bob Evans.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and then the lady came to just long enough to vomit coleslaw, look me dead in the eye, and then pass back out.
And she was like, you'll never get married. It's the coleslaw prophecy.
I saw your future. You die on a roller coaster. That's crazy. Your parents saved a life?
Actually, my
An ER nurse and a doctor dad? No way. They've never done that once.
my dad was like, I was like, whatever happened to her? He was like, I think she might not have been long for this world. And I was like, no. So my dad was just like, probably we didn't save her life.
Yeah.
And that's why
Well,
we eat coleslaw every year on
Yeah.
this day.
But they saved her life in that moment.
Yes.
So here's the thing.
Yes.
I don't think
that's
it
all
ca-
it can ever be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think it
No, indefinitely. They're immortal.
But I don't think it counts if they save somebody's life at their job. Like if someone comes in, they're like, That's your job. That's what you're trained to do. Now, out in the wild, if a lady that's really saving a life.
Yeah, that
but
makes
not-
sense, Tim. I feel like as a comedian, if you make someone laugh at a show, that's not funny. You know, it's only funny if you're out on the street making
Right.
someone
That's why
laugh.
I'm always on. That's why I'm constantly on all the time.
That's why I'm the only funny comedian.
Yeah. That's why. Yes. Thank you, Sam.
Most other comedians get off stage and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" That sucks.
Yeah, they're boring and stupid. I live it every day of my life. I'm like, look at my cock, you fucking dumb bitch. You're gay. I'm cool. Everyone's like, yeah.
This guy's hilarious. Do the dumb bitch.
I'm glad he never stops talking. Woo. It's never annoying.
Oh,
like
man.
I've
Tim's
been-
eulogy for me when I'm dead is going to be off the charts wrong.
The bitch lived as she died. Cunty.
She loved how I never stopped talking.
I was talking the other day at work, and then I went back to the office and sat by myself and go, you talked for far too long. That was horrible for everyone. At some point, I just see people just stare off into space while I'm talking.
And I don't stop talking.
No, God, what, I'm going to quit now?
You're like, oh, I must get their attention back with more talking.
I've barely gotten my point out.
Let me ask you this.
I'm listening.
Not to diverge. You threw your back out.
Yeah.
What sort of, and I don't want to pry, what sort of pain management are you doing in terms of, what, are you getting high over here? What,
Nah.
you taking pirated painkillers?
I took 1/2 of a muscle relaxer. That's all I had.
Okay.
Klonopin.
A
if you wanna
1/2 of a
know.
Klonopin.
I love a Klonopin.
Is that a muscle relaxer?
I don't know.
Well, I took
Selling.
Yeah.
I took 1/2 of it.
I've never taken one.
Wait,
Then-
was it maybe it was cyclobenzaprine?
It was
That's what
cyclobenzaprine.
Yeah, it wasn't Klonopin. It was
It was a muscle relaxer, and I watched the Pacer game. I mean, I've just been taking Advil, and Myka's been using the Theragun. I can't get high on marijuana because I lose my fucking mind.
Dude, you and me both, brother.
And I can't take pain pills because I'm allergic to most of them.
Really?
They'll shut my kidneys down, and I won't piss.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, it's like
yeah,
having
surprisingly, the only remedy is drinking 20 beers in a night.
I have to drink with painkillers.
Yeah.
The doctor said.
Unreal.
Unreal
Unreal how he manages his kidneys.
So I hit up friend of the show, Irene Morales, if she had any muscle relaxers, and she said she only had one, and her cousin was in town, so I said, don't worry about it. And then I scared her getting off the train yesterday, and she
What'd you
asked
do?
well, she was just getting off the train. She didn't see me there, and I go, Irene!
How I say hi to my friends.
Yeah. And she goes, oh, my God.
She should have punched you in the face.
I'm surprised she didn't. She's Cuban. They
Yeah.
react in violence almost immediately at any circumstance.
I bet. I would love to see Irene's switch get flipped. You know.
I
And
wish
she
I was
just-
there. That I saw the day she choked Jeff.
She choked Jeff.
Ah, yeah. Jeff
God.
was really getting on her nerves all day, and then I guess Bacchus was with him all day, and Bacchus was like, he was really being a piece of shit all day long.
I can believe it. I would pay money to see that
yeah.
happen.
And she-
Finish the job,
and then,
Irene.
and she just he said one too many things, and she just grabbed him, and Jeff was like, oh.
That's exactly the noise he would make.
and like Irene feels super bad about it, but I feel like everyone she's ever told has been like, no,
You're a
good.
hero.
No, yeah,
Good,
you did a
good.
good job.
The man has never felt repercussions.
Yeah,
you need
he
to hurt
needs
him.
to learn. Yeah.
Oh, so anyways, you got any plugs?
No.
This is the segment of the show where we plug
I
stuff.
don't have anything coming up. I really. Yeah, don't ever ask me about a plug.
What about
again.
your show you host every month?
Oh, that's right. Actually, it's this weekend, and we need to book it still. So
Whoa, it's this Saturday?
this Saturday, Pine Box Rock Shop. It's called the Extra Special. Mike and Tim have both been on it. Friends of the
Yeah.
show.
It's
I've
a good
never
time.
been the drinker, though.
Never
Do you wanna be
will.
do you want to be
Well,
the drinker?
now here's the problem: is I've quit drinking.
Oh, Well, all right.
Can I get high as tits on it?
Sure, you can get high
Do
as
that one
tits
for
on it.
April 20th.
Oh, that's a really good idea. You
I'll
wanna-
get high as tits, and trust me, you don't want to see me like that. I freak out.
Wait, so you freak out when you're high too?
Well, when I'm too high, Irene, once again, I guess our local drug dealer, maybe we shouldn't keep saying this, but when I was sick last month and I couldn't smoke weed, I was like, do you have any edibles? I'd really love to get high. I can't be ingesting any smoke. She gives me an edible. It's like one gummy bear left of the thing. I'm like, I'm just going to eat a quarter of it because I don't know about this. Because I'm looking at the numbers. I'm like, the numbers don't seem right. At the end of an hour, I don't feel anything. So, of course, I take a little more. Rookie mistake. I have a half of the gummy bear. Next thing you know, I wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning because in my dream, I was too high. In my dream, I was like, all the alarms were going off, and I wake up and I'm high as shit. The room is spinning. I'm like clutching onto the ground. I'm losing like sensation in my limbs.
It was so annoying. I go, Myka, stop it. She goes, I'm so high. I go, just close your eyes.
I was like sitting there like trying to make myself vomit, but it was like way too late for that. I'm Googling, like, is there anything to bring you down? Don't do that if you're too high.
Really?
It just says there's nothing you can do. And I'm like, no. They're like, prevention is the only cure. I'm like, it's too late for prevention, motherfucker.
I had.
Turns out it was a 420 milligram gummy bear for one bear.
There should not be that many milligrams in that tiny of a thing.
No, it's insane. I'm like, how are you supposed to dose this
200
with like a
milligrams?
razor blade like you're on Goodfellas, like making a piece of
That's
garlic?
fucking crazy. to me.
Insane. And here's what's crazy. Irene was like, "What? What are you talking about? I took a whole one and went to a wedding." I'm like, "What?"
Irene took a whole one.
I think
went to
Irene
a
is
wedding.
I think Irene is one of those like drug tanks. She's like one of those people where you're like, just nothing affects her that bad.
Yeah. It's also where you realize, I think she also is, respectfully, I think Irene would be okay with me saying this, a very anxious person.
Oh, yeah.
And she just operates at that anxious level all the time.
So
So,
There's
Uber,
no
Uber,
difference.
Uber high does not bother her.
I don't know. I'm a fucking Stonehenge, and I'm an anxious. I was off my shit. I was high for days.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would
it
fuck
was
me
pretty
up.
funny.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, it'll be a fun time on the extra special.
All right.
Who are you
yeah.
getting? You got a black drinker this week? This week?
I think we probably should. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I should. Who do you want to see there?
Who would I like to see?
Yeah.
Rosa Parks,
Well,
Yeah.
listen, we all would.
And you got to sit her at the front of the stage.
front of the stage.
I don't know. Who would be good? Otto Fernandez.
You,
Get him up there in his
Otto?
little gloves and his mask. He looks like he just got out of an old folks' home. Oh, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
No, I think he'd be too quiet, but it would be funny to see him up there.
Maybe I'll ask Shaq. I don't know how
Oh.
much Shaq drinks these days, but
I saw him. I was on a show with Shaq. He was drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll ask Shaq. Maybe he'll get on up there and. Anyway, thanks, guys.
Shaq looks like a black guy you'd see on the sci-fi network, you know? Like he's the host of some show.
Yeah.
Anyway.
My favorite thing about Shaq is that he turned 40 and just started wearing suits. And if you ask him about it, you're like, why do you wear suits? He's like, because I'm 40. I'm 40 now. I should wear suits. And you're like, you can wear whatever you want.
Myka, in a couple of years, you'll have to wear suits.
Shit. Wow. Shit, because when it's women, it's when you're 50.
Well, anyways, you can watch my comedy special on YouTube. Just type in Tim McLaughlin Goes Bananas. I will be at Zany's March 9th through the 12th with friend of the show, Shane Torres. And you can, that was in Chicago in Rosemont. Oh, and check it out. Listen to it. This Friday, a new episode of Tough Questions with Jeff Sheen comes out. The show Jeff and I do bi-weekly, even though I'm going to try to get him to do it weekly because I feel like bi-weekly people are just going to forget it exists.
Wait, where do you do this show? Tough Questions?
We do it down here.
A podcast?
It's another podcast. Jeff writes tough questions and asks them to the guest.
You didn't learn your lesson the first time around, huh?
He said he was really going to try hard this time.
That is a lie.
That's
every
what he told
time.
me. Listen, I'm not doing that much work. I just kind of chop it up and throw it on the
right.
on the web. But like example of a tough question last week. What's your favorite fruit? One of the examples.
Wait,
of
really? I thought he was asking actual tough questions.
No, he's an idiot. He asked a couple actual tough questions.
What's a tough one?
Like, who shops more, regular women or trans women? And I came to the conclusion that it was trans women because you have to buy a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah. Well, more at first.
Yeah. Well, then we don't know. After that, it's still in its infancy, so we don't even have the numbers even to figure it out.
Yeah.
What, trans issues?
No, how much women be shopping, trans or otherwise. And also, so check that out and check out the Patreon, patreon.com/greathang. Go to the Patreon, subscribe. There's almost 100, I think there's 100 extra episodes there on the Patreon. Check it out. And the money from the Patreon is going to help me build this into a better podcast studio. So if you want to see this looking incredible, subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/greathang. Myka, plugs?
First of all, you can only hear Tim's podcast with Jeff bi-weekly. He is absolutely not coming to my house every fucking week.
You're supposed to be at work on Wednesday.
I'm supposed to be at work right now. I have like 5 emails coming in,
but I
here
mean-
we are.
I mean-
not doing my job.
I mean, you're supposed to be in the building, not here. You're not supposed to be here. That's why Jeff can come in and slither around.
Tim, when you get a job you can ignore, you can tell me how to ignore mine.
I have a job. I work at the freaking bowling alley, goddammit. I'm the manager of the goddamn bowling alley. Anyways, your plugs.
Live from outer space every Friday night at 9 o'clock at Cobra Club. And check out all my socials. Why not? Even TikTok. I don't post stuff on there, but apparently my coworkers watch those, so you should too. Get those numbers up so you don't embarrass me in front of my coworkers.
Your
Oh,
coworkers
nice.
watch them?
Apparently at MYKAFOX. And I will be at Laugh It Up Poughkeepsie with Karen Fian, friend of the show, April 21st. That's one day after 420. Will we still be alive? Come to find out.
Oh, yeah, and follow me at hot_comics.
Tim, no, your plug is over.
And I'm at Really Sam Evans, REALLY. Sam Evans.
All right, Sam. This is our next segment. Punch It Up. This is where you bring us a bit you're working on, and Mike and I help you punch it up.
Oh.
Do you have a bit you're working on?
Okay, yeah, I've got a new bit, and I like it. It's fun and it's silly.
I think I shouldn't tell the guests about the Punch It Up segment. I think it's better to surprise them with it. What do you think?
Well, if you told me about it, I don't remember you telling me about it. So
I don't think I told you about anything, to be honest.
kind of got a migraine right now.
You want an Advil cold and sinus?
I'm eyeballing them, but I don't know
Do
if
you want
that'll
any
help.
migraine?
We also have regular Advil, and I think we have a migraine pill.
Yeah, do you want migraine pills?
Do you have a migraine pill?
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Oh,
Yeah.
Micah, that's really great.
Well, Micah goes and gets migraine pills. I'll keep
is
talking
it a
about
Furanol, Micah? What? A Furanol? That's what my mom takes for migraines.
No, it's over the counter.
Okay.
Furanol. Damn.
Yeah, that's like the old lady migraine pill my mom gets prescriptions for, and
your,
I think that,
your mom's drinking that shit that that fucking Wyatt Earp's wife drank in Tombstone.
the opium.
Yeah, the Dilaudid. Oh, it's down here. Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh, my God.
I'm forcing you guys to move and get your. Up.
Sam, now you...
All right, I gotta carry the weight of the podcast, but listen, if you're kind enough to get me a migraine pill, I can certainly carry the weight of the podcast. Yeah, my mom takes a thing called Furanol. It's prescription migraine pills, and it's for old women who.
Hey, Tim, what if it's the house that's giving us headaches?
Huh?
He just came in here. He got a headache. I've had a headache all week.
I sort of had mine coming on beforehand.
Okay, good. I was worried.
Sam's reading the ingredients
Well,
like
no,
an old woman.
how many do I take? One. I'll just take
I take 4.
You take 4?
No, I take 2.
Okay, I'll take
Tim,
2.
he already swallowed 7. Can't just say shit.
They have
like
caffeine in them.
That's okay. All right, I got a bit. You want to hear it?
that. Yeah.
Well, hold
Here,
on.
give me
Let
that.
Okay, I'm
You
sorry.
Fucking piece of shit.
I'm sorry.
Come in taking our sweet, sweet drugs.
Genuinely, I want to know if this registers. Do you ever have the bit starts? I go. Do you ever like fart?
Oh, yeah.
And you hear one of your two parents in that fart. Like you fart and you're like, that was my dad. Or
Oh, like it sounds like one of their farts, or it sounds like their
it
voice.
sounds like one of their farts.
I now
Yeah.
I hear my kind of. I understand why my dad shits so loud now after nights that I drink. So like I remember when I was a kid, I was like, "Who shits? It's insane." Because my dad would shit in the little bathroom that was like next to where we all watch TV in the kitchen, and you can like hear straight through the door. And you're just hearing him blow the motherfucker up. And I'm like, who shits like that? Nobody shits like that when I'm a child. And then I started drinking. I'm like, oh my Lord.
Like people shit like this.
Yeah, my dad. Now I see why my dad's shitting like this. It's insane.
Oh yeah, I hear it. Because now our bathroom's right near the bedroom, and it is Plop City over there.
Plop City, bitch.
Plop City, bitch. Plop City, bitch.
I mean, I don't know if it sounds like. I mean, all farts, but like, I definitely my farts smell like my mom's farts.
What
That,
the
like,
fuck?
That sort of women have like that fucking like ruthless fart, you know, that fucking like egg fart. That
you
just,
talking
like,
about
Sulfury. I know what
Sulfury?
you're
Talking
yeah.
about queefs?
In general, I find that to be true. Women have more
like-
sulfury farts.
like a sulfury, like lingering, thick fart.
It's an eggy.
Oh, because of the eggs in the pussy.
That's right.
probably
I
that.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Sam.
Yeah. That's probably.
That's it.
That's
It's
why I wear
science.
tampons up my ass. Catch them eggs.
I do that sometimes.
That's why when women go through menopause,
Yeah,
their farts get less eggy.
that's right. That's true, Mike. Have you ever heard of that kind of science, bitch?
No, I don't talk to my mom after menopause. I'm like, see ya.
So how does the rest of the bit go, Sam? Because I don't relate to it. Micah seams to relate in
I relate
smell
to the
only.
smell, not the sound.
It's just me riffing on that. I go like sometimes there's a low, deep pop.
Uh-huh.
And I go, well, that's my mom.
Oh, yeah.
And then sometimes I fart, and my friends are like, "Did you shit your pants?" And I'm like, "No, my dad shit my pants."
Oh,
Because
yeah,
it's
all
my
right.
dad. Yeah. Or sometimes I've been saying, "No, I'm my father's son." I'll do that line.
Have you ever considered making the sounds with your mouth in the microphone?
Oh, that's a good no.
Yeah. And then you,
You know?
grab the stool. You grab the stool.
And have you thought about performing at an elementary school?
Maybe I'll open
Because I
up
think
a
you
new...
would kill there.
And then humping the stool. Is that where you were going?
No, I was going to say you could grab it and just hold on to it like you're pretending to shit really hard or something. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. Good notes.
Let's hear your dad's fart.
My dad's fart
Yeah, give it
truly,
to us.
truly is. I don't know if I can imitate it with my mouth, but my father does fart, and it sounds so wet every time.
Like,
it's
is it like-
upsetting.
like
yeah,
that?
but looser and wetter. It's like a low, like. Yes, actually, that's a pretty good approximation.
Oh, my
It's-
It's
Lord.
a good bit.
Yeah, if you do that.
It sounds
now we're
liquidy
talking.
every time, and you're like,
It's not a fart. That's a shit.
it sounds
Yeah.
like. That's what I'm saying. It sounds like a shit.
Is it wet? Like, for real, though? Like, does
No,
it leave
I-
a stain?
Does your dad ever go, oh?
No.
Like afterwards?
No.
Tim always goes, uh-oh, and then he runs to the bathroom.
I fart that way now sometimes, and I know from like having checked. I'll fart and I'll be like, for sure I just shit my pants, and I'll check. I did not shit my pants. It just sounds like.
You know when it's
I think we've got a good
See, I
bit
told
working.
you.
you know when it's so cold outside and then you fart so hot you think you shit your pants, but it was just so it's just the absolute opposites make that feeling in your butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Theory of relativity.
Relativity.
There. Oh,
Don't you think it's kind of fun that the hottest farts are the smelliest farts?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's my favorite, dude. I fucking.
is that because it's from the deepest part of your asshole?
I think so. Yeah.
I ripped one yesterday in the office because I thought no one was going in there, and right after I ripped this horrible fart, the bartender walks in with all the money and he has to talk to me for a while, and I just pretended like nothing happened, and I saw him
He
go.
knew.
I saw his face like curl up, but he didn't say anything, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why isn't this man saying something to me?"
That is kind of fun, like when you're on the train and you accidentally let a really stinky one and you just watch it cross everyone's face and you're like, at what point should I pretend I smell it too? You know, like soon? Should I be the first to smell it?
They see you shake out of it. You're like, oh, yeah, it is bad.
Oh, what did I do? Fuck! I saw a homeless guy on the train, and then the cops got on yesterday, and I was like, uh-oh. They're going to give this man the shakedown, Eric Adams style. Fucking pick him up, boot him off the train. I was not excited about it. But just so the lady cop just put a glove on and just kind of nudged him till he sat up. And then they were like, all right.
Oh, they just made him sit up?
Like
made
she's
him-
Mary Poppins swiping for dust and checking.
Yeah,
Wait.
they just made him just to make sure he wasn't dead, I guess.
What time of day is this?
Oh, that was yesterday on my way to work, which I went to work at 2, so 2:30. The guy had all his like clothes over his head.
Okay, that makes... Yeah, if they're worried he's dead, I get it. But other than that, I'm like, if it's not busy, just let him.
It was
That's why I
pretty
keep a
busy.
mirror on
Oh,
me.
okay.
You stick it under their face. See if it fogs up.
See if he does the coke that's on it.
I've licked it off.
Sam, that's a good bit. I think you should add the farts and just take out all the words.
Yeah, take out all the words and just do the different fart noises.
Yeah.
Because my mom's fart, I'll tell you this, is like a low, deep pop. She's sitting in a chair, and you just hear like a,
Oh, damn.
yeah,
Wait,
like that.
like she's a beatboxer?
Yeah, but like a single,
Is
but like a single or maybe a double, triple bass drum hit.
that sounds like she was
Wow.
holding on to it for a while and then like had a
Yes.
timed execution.
Yeah.
I can't help it. Sometimes when I'm just like,
You get a little trumpet.
oh, I love them. I love it.
Tim, describe your fart sound.
Well, Myka goes, "Oh my God, did you shit yourself?" Most of the time.
I have spent so much money on those incense matches.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Keep
yeah, I
around-
gotta get
They're
it.
all over the house, no matter wherever Tim farts.
That was a review on Tim Reviews shit show.
Yeah, I gotta get my review show going again. But
I watched that show.
I know I've had a bunch of people ask me to bring it back. I think it's the only thing that'll make me succeed, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, he doesn't put any time into it. Interesting.
Yeah. The thing that I think people like the most, I hate doing the most.
You hate the review show?
I gotta edit it all, dude. Those reviews that are cut down to like 2 minutes, brother. I'm talking for like 8 minutes, and I gotta cut it all down. And I'm like, man, I'm just watching myself. I'm like, am I fucking the most clever brain man in the world? Do I not understand how words work?
See, this is where it becomes a problem when you have to edit. That's where you learn that you do in fact talk too much. When you have to edit it down.
You know, it's weird because he also listens to our podcast and hasn't picked up on it.
Well, I'm funny on there. I'm being hilarious the whole time on this show.
That's true.
Fucking laugh a minute over here.
Yeah, we're both laughing right now.
It's really good.
I'm laughing.
Yeah.
It's good. That was one of my reviews on Realize Podcast. Someone was like, Tim carried the show. And the guy goes, yeah, carried it by laughing at everyone annoyingly. I'm like, oh, sorry to fucking add a little laughter to the fucking show. God
Oh,
damn
do you
it.
hate Stav too and his millions of dollars?
God damn, I wish. I wish I could laugh my way to the fucking bank. That motherfucker literally laughed his way to the damn bank.
Yeah.
Who stop?
Yeah. I mean, he's very funny.
He's very funny, but he does have an infectious laugh.
Yeah, it's great. It's an incredible laugh.
Yeah.
My laugh is like, people don't like that.
That's your laugh?
Yeah.
That is not your That's your laugh.
Oh, yeah, that's how I laugh. Yes, it is.
He actually records them for those keychains.
Yeah. And now I can't laugh the way I want to because Peter Griffin does my damn laugh. I'm always like, you know?
That is more similar to your actual laugh.
Yeah, that's how I really laugh.
Yeah. You got a good laugh.
Wait,
That
wait,
ain't bad.
before we move on, I was told last week,
Me?
have
Tim.
you
Me.
have a good Tim impression.
Oh, yeah. Shane said
And
you
then
were doing
Shane tried to
impression of
do
me.
it, and I didn't think it sounded like Tim at all.
My Tim impression is not as good as other impressions that I do.
Sam does very good impressions of people you've never heard
Yeah,
of.
yeah. If I need two of our friends to become wildly successful, like movie star level, and I'll get on SNL just because I've perfected useless comedian impressions. No offense, Tim.
No, that's okay. That's
no
good.
offense, Zach.
My Tim
Zach,
impression
yeah.
is one phrase, and it's just I'm like dumb as shit or whatever, and that's it.
It's pretty good.
That's it.
I am
Yeah.
dumb as shit or whatever.
It's not the best, but it's like something you would say, and I've gotten pretty close on that one phrase. I'm like dumb as shit or whatever.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, now I'm hearing it. You did it way better than
Yeah,
Shane.
I got to make it a little huskier, you know?
That's the thing is, you made it huskier than he is, and so did Shane. I don't hear Tim as husky at all. I hear it more as like,
Thank
"Hey,
you."
ladies, I'm like dumb as shit, or whatever.
I'm a dumb little fucker.
Ooh, come touch my butthole. I love
All right,
it.
well, this is over. It's time for a hot take of the week.
hot take somewhere in the city.
We got to quit doing impressions of me and get to hot takes.
Mike, I got a hot take. You got a cool phone case.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's the finest phone that Chinese people will make.
Oh.
$10 on Amazon and it can be yours. But you got an OtterBox, Sam.
Yeah, and it's coming apart at the seams.
You know what I think we're
Jesus.
going to do an Am I the Asshole today, and then
Am
we can
I
weigh.
the asshole? That's always good. So, Sam, you here on Hot Takes, Michael will give us a situation. We have to immediately give our hot take on the scenario.
Immediately.
We have to decide if this person is an asshole immediately, and then we will be given the tools we need to decide if we were right or wrong off the jump.
Okay.
All right. Am I the asshole for telling my friend about her sleazy boyfriend?
No.
Let's find out. So I'm a 24 female, and I've been living alone for almost 4 years now, and a lot of my friends are back in my hometown. So I decided to try this app where I could meet other women around me to make friends with.
No, this
Is that a
person
lesbian app?
Also, this lady sucks. You have to get an app to make friends?
Yeah, she's not cool, but
Yeah,
go
that's
on.
really weird, but also, who knows where this town, where
I
she
bet you
lives.
this chick carries a backpack around, has a bunch of those little Pokemon baubles on, like, the little zippers.
You gotta remember, she's 24, so she's part of that generation that doesn't know how to talk to people.
Oh, okay.
That's
Go
true.
ahead, Grandma.
You're included in the
Wrong. I'm
my
young like
generation.
them, and I know how to talk to everybody, honey.
Oh, you're so Riz and you don't even know it,
Thank
baby.
you. Hashtag RizGod.
What is Riz?
If you don't know, you can't afford it.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Riz is just something you got, brother, and I got it.
Oh shit.
It's some shit where bitches love your ass.
Hold on. I want to learn about this asocial twat. Keep
Oh.
going.
All right. So Grandma says, so I came across someone almost 2 months ago who I clicked with instantly. We got on like a house on fire, and I was so glad I met her. Ugh.
Jesus.
No wonder she has trouble meeting friends. I met her in person about 2 weeks ago, and then just a few days ago, she asked me to join her for her sister's 21st birthday drinks at a rooftop bar, so I went. The group included her sister, her 2 cousins, her friend. Ugh, what a fucking horrible group. Can you imagine willingly, like, just spending time with your family?
I feel like East Coast, this might happen on the East Coast. I feel like East Coast people are more in tune with their cousins than people in the Midwest, but that just may be me.
I don't know.
I like my cousins, but we don't really hang out.
Her friend and her boyfriend that she's been with for 4 years. The night started, right around the time she's been living alone. Any coincidence? No.
Oh.
The night started great, and we were all having a good time drinking. After the first bar closed at 1 a.m., we decided to go somewhere else, and we drank some more. My friend's boyfriend was always hovering near me. He had his hand on my back at one point outside the second bar. My friend also noticed he constantly had his eyes on me, and she told me that I'm his usual type and that she was feeling a little insecure because she knew her boyfriend would find me pretty, which I told her not to overthink about because I'm not a homewrecker. So after the second bar, I was extremely drunk and unable to go home, so she asked me to go back with her so she asked me to go back with her to her hotel room. Why does she have a hotel room? I don't know.
Maybe they live in the suburbs and they went to the city and they got a hotel room.
Okay, good. All right. I climbed into bed and she started to fall asleep. When I woke up in the morning, the events from the night before started coming back to me, and I remembered that every time she left the room or used the bathroom, he would touch me, kiss my head, kiss my neck, and at one point had his hand under my dress.
Let's go.
I don't know if I was just hallucinating or dreaming at the time. I left it till the morning when I had a clear mind. I told her everything in the morning, and she was distraught. He denied everything, of course, and said I was drunk and misunderstanding everything. I left him to talk it out, and I let her know I was there for her if she needed me. When I reached home, I got a long paragraph from her saying I was accusing him of something very serious, cheating and taking advantage of a drunk woman. She said I would have said something... She said I would have said something as soon as it happened if it had been true, and she said no one had ever accused him of anything before, despite her telling me that all her friends and family don't think he is trustworthy. I replied telling her I was not lying, and I explained everything in detail. I know it has really impacted her, so I gave her some space, but today she blocked me on everything. I'm upset. I felt like I found a real friend. Am I stupid for telling her since she believed him anyway? And am I wrong for getting so drunk that I had to stay with them?
It sounds like she doesn't even know if it happened in the
It
story.
happened!
I'm not saying it didn't
It
happen.
fucking happened.
But how was she dressed?
In a dress.
Yeah. How long was it? Were her titties out? Was she axing for it?
Tim,
Also,
she stayed in their bed.
Yeah,
That's more asking for it than what she was wearing.
and thank you. And now I don't look like the bad guy.
No, I don't think she's the asshole.
I don't think she's the asshole either. I think that boy, and you know how I don't like to fucking talk shit about men on this podcast. I think that guy's a piece of shit, but it is cool that he tricked his girlfriend into believing him. I think that's pretty sick, but
Oh no, it's pretty pathetic all around, and it's kind of fucking crazy that he would try and molest someone while someone was just like taking a piss. Like, how
Yeah.
far did he expect that to get?
Wild.
this bitch pisses for a while. I
Yeah.
got some time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's got kidney problems.
She's got to put makeup on the bruises I gave her. All right, we got a minute.
Oh my god.
This guy seems like an abusive piece of shit.
Yeah, he does. It's that wild confidence.
Yeah, I bet he was like, you send her that message that it's over, or I'm gonna fucking, give her one of these right hooks.
Yeah.
Wow. One of these, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't as fun as I wanted it to
No,
be.
it wasn't a very good Am I the Asshole.
No, it was kind of sad and pathetic, and I'm upset for everyone involved.
Sam doesn't even want to take a stance. He doesn't know who's right. Is the man right?
I said that she's not the asshole, and I didn't say them.
Yeah, Sam said it was questionable behavior.
There was questionable behavior. I think she should have kept her mouth shut. No,
Thank
I'm just
you.
kidding.
Thank you.
No, clearly he's a
She should have
bad
kept
man.
her mouth shut and fucked the guy.
That's right. No kissing, just fucking.
Just fucking.
Mouth closed.
I love the part where she's like, yeah, all my friends say he's untrustworthy. Anyway.
You're a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, Myka,
Yeah.
that brings us to our long-awaited segment that is back this week.
Oh, fuck.
Ding, 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 ding,
God
ding,
damn
ding,
it.
ding, 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 ding. It's time for the news with Tim McLaughlin.
Is this? Do you just do your own sound effects?
Uh-huh.
They're good.
Thanks. Myka
Okay,
had,
mister, I'm farting into a mic for my new bit.
which was good.
That is great.
Myka had beat me in Trivial Pursuit on the Patreon, and she got 2 weeks without the news. She hates the news segment.
It's bad segment. He finds terrible news stories. The entire story's in the headline, and then he reads the rest of it incredibly slowly and doesn't understand parts to edit.
Well,
There's also a podcast called The Local News with Tommy Johnigan and Alex Stone.
do they read from the news?
Yeah.
Oh my God, can you imagine a comedy show reading funny news stories?
There's also a show on TV every night at 10 called The News. Now, let's check this out. German ballet director suspended over feces attack on critic
Whoa.
to stay on Sam's path of thinking.
Whoa. I like this guy. He sounds cool.
Yeah.
Berlin, from the Associated Press. A German newspaper critic had animal feces smeared on her face in the city of Hanover by a ballet director who apparently took offense at a review she wrote. Oh, sounds smelly.
Say it, don't spray it.
Sounds smelly. Good commentary so
Yeah.
far.
The Hanover State Opera House apologized for the incident and said Monday that it was suspending ballet director Marco Gecki with immediate effect. The Daily Frankfurter... Germany sucks. The Daily Frankfurter Allgemeine Zeitung...
Oh, this is Germany? Shit is a compliment there.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's their most erotic thing.
They were probably like, thank you for that terrible review. It made me come.
Oh, did
Yeah.
the reviewer nut?
It's like,
yeah,
I didn't
she
know you
nutted?
thought I was so sexy.
Reported that the furious Gecki approached its dance critic,
furious
Wybeck Huster, during the interval of the premiere of Hanover's Opera House on Saturday, and asked what she was doing there. It said that the two didn't know each other personally. The newspaper said that Gecki, who apparently felt provoked by a recent review she wrote of a production he staged in the Dutch seat of government, The Hague, threatened to ban her from the ballet and accused her of being responsible for people canceling season tickets in the Hanover. He then pulled out a paper bag with animal feces and smeared it on her face with the contents, before making through a packed theater foyer with the newspaper said.
He read beautifully. Dear fucking God. This segment sucks so bad.
You read beautifully. Do you? And I don't want to insult you as your. Did you just hurt your back?
I coughed too hard to hurt my back.
Oh, Tim.
It's okay though.
Honestly, I'm gonna say this. Just now, I started liking this segment more. Really quick, and I don't want to insult you. Do you practice reading the news stories before?
Oh God, no.
Oh, maybe you should.
Why? That takes away from Myka being upset.
I hate it so much.
Huster identified the substance as dog feces, and she said she had filed a criminal complaint, the Germany news agency DPA reported.
He gets so excited when he finishes his sentence, and then he looks over, but it's just like the ABC reported is like not the interesting part of the sentence. But then he acts like that's the interesting part of the sentence.
He's like, I did it.
It's oh my God. Is
Forensic,
it over?
Forensic staff jerked off as they took samples of the dog feces from her
Lies.
face. Oh.
They didn't. That light
just blanked out.
Cool. In a statement on its website, the Opera House said Hooster personal integrity was violated in an unspeakable way. It said that...
Why? Did they know how you were going to read it?
It said that it contacted her. Shut up! Nobody laugh. I'm trying to read the freaking news. It said that it contacted her immediately after the incident to apologize. There's a couple more paragraphs.
I don't think he get to apologize after that.
He contacted her right afterwards to be like, hey, I was way out of line back there.
No,
when I put dog feces into a bag, then brought him to work with me, then waited until you got to the audience.
The Opera House contacted her immediately to apologize.
Oh.
The Opera House said Gecky's impulsive reaction violated the ground rules of the theater and said that he caused massive damage to the Hanover State Opera and State Ballet. As a result, it said, he is being suspended and banned from the Opera House until further notice.
Wow. Do you think he'll ever make it back?
No.
I don't think
There's
so.
no
either.
coming back from wiping shit on someone's face. I'm going to call it right there.
Gecky has been given the next few days to apologize, quote-unquote, comprehensively and explain himself to the theater management before further steps are announced, they added. The ballet director appeared at least partly unrepentant. However, in an interview with public broadcaster NDR, Gecky acknowledged that his choice of means wasn't super
You can do it. Sound it out.
What does this say?
What's the first
choice
letter,
of
Tim?
means wasn't super, absolutely.
In an interview with public broadcaster NDR, Gecky acknowledged that his choice of means wasn't super, absolutely.
Germans are stupid. They talk stupid.
Yeah, that is a weirdly phrased sentence.
Anyways, Germany loves shit. They love to eat it. They love to look at it. It's their favorite thing in the world.
Yeah. What? Maybe that person should say thank you instead. When are they going to say their thanks?
Or Danke.
Danke,
Yeah.
Danke shit.
I was just going to say that.
Nice.
Wait, maybe that's the closing bit for your fart joke.
Oh. And in conclusion.
And then you sing the song.
Danke shit.
Darling, danke shit. I don't know the rest of it. All right, well, now it's time for a nice little segment we like to call Reviews for the Podcast. This is where we go on Apple iTunes and look to see if we have any reviews. Now, we would prefer if you guys gave us 5-star reviews, but any review at all, and we have no new reviews this week. But
bummer.
I am now going to the YouTube page, which you should subscribe to. And I am going to look to see if we have any comments, because we also read the comments on last week's episode.
Yeah, it turns out there aren't that many reviews.
Yeah, we don't have that many reviews, so we read the comments. So feel free to comment. Feel free to like, subscribe, smash that like, hit the bell for notifications. This one says, guys, need your help to punch up the joke. Myka has sex and Tim grade D McSeriousLyn the third. I don't get it.
The joke is that we fuck?
I guess. This is from Alex. Alex writes in every week, but
What's the other comment?
it says One Piece is overrated and whoever that is fucking banned. You are now banned from the show. You can never watch it again.
No, you're the number one listener, and you're my best friend.
That's from Don Juan. I hope you don't fuck ever again.
What is
Don
One
Juan.
Piece is overrated?
One Piece is Tim's favorite manga.
And anime.
Wow.
And it's the only thing Tim reads, and...
I know. God, I forget that you like manga, Tim, and it's uncharacteristic of who you are.
Yep, I love it.
What, a big fucking loser?
Yeah. But it's like, what it is
If it's right, when you think about Tim as a loser,
Yeah.
and then you're sorting traits, it actually falls in quite nicely.
Yeah, except for all the cool kids like it, like young black kids, older black people, Mexican kids on the train, me. So anyone who's actually cool does like that
I'm
stuff.
going to go ahead and say that this is one of the few things that black people like that when white people like it, it doesn't necessarily make them any cooler. That might be the lone.
Yeah, Tim's like, I'm exactly like black people in that we're not cool at all.
Yeah, you wish. God, you wish you and all your Republican cronies. All right. Well, that was reviews for the podcast. It went south in a big way. So, Tim, do you have a fun story or a great podcast or a great tip for being a great hang? What?
Ooh, the light's
Whoa,
back
that
on.
light came back on.
It's just kind
That
of.
was because he had a good idea.
I wish it were. Oh, Myka, you are about to find out that is not the case.
I'm gonna put on an episode of One Piece for us to watch.
Oh, Tim, I will murder you.
It's the newest episodes have been really good. Go ahead.
Murder, suicide, Kamsui. I think your basement's
Kamsui.
Kamsui. I think your basement's haunted. Tips for being a great hang at a party. Let's see. Number 1, be chill as fuck.
Oh, there you go.
I can't believe no one's brought that up.
Has no one brought that up?
Why doesn't anyone ever said just be chill?
Yeah, just be chill, bro. Don't talk too much or talk a lot. As long as you're chill.
Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and say not everyone on this podcast supports that tenet.
In fact, none of us.
Yeah.
Do an impression of Dan Yang.
What's your impression?
Oh, Tim. I remembered that like the other morning. Tim got fucking mad drunk and started doing like so shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
I'll do
At the
impression
bar,
of
like
Dan
really
Yang.
loudly, and there are people who don't know what he's fucking talking about. Not that it's appropriate anyway. So the rest of the bar just thinks he's like wildly racist, which he is.
Oh, yeah. A racist guy is friends with Dan Yang. Okay.
You're only friends with him so you can do so.
No, I'm friends with him because he's a fucking dumbass.
Dan, you heard it here first.
Yeah. Your dumbassness crosses racial lines.
Be chill as fuck.
Yep.
Bring something.
Oh, yeah. That's a good tip. That's always a good tip.
Yeah. And
What's a good thing to bring? What's your go-to bring?
as you age, it should be when you're younger, you should be bringing more booze, and as you age, you should gravitate into either nicer booze, and then it becomes you bring food and then nicer food. You know what I mean?
A platter.
And there's like a Venn diagram. There's a middle age where you bring food or nice booze or food, and then more towards good food. That's my philosophy. The timeline. I just decided that.
Interesting.
Wow, I like it. I think does wine count as food, or is that in the nice booze category?
Tim, that's booze. What are you talking about?
But it's nice booze.
Yeah, the wine is nice, but like
It's not
when you're-
food. Yeah.
But when you're older, if you bring wine, you can bring wine and not food. Because Sam's like, when you get older, you bring food.
Yeah, you can always bring wine.
well,
no
yeah,
matter
if you're
how
going
old
to a dinner party, you're not going to bring, like, here's my coleslaw.
We brought a bunch of white wine to a party once. We just had it sitting in our fridge, but we brought it, remember?
Yeah.
People were thrilled.
Yeah. Anytime. Why are you acting like it's not part of the rule? He just said to bring something.
Anyway,
I don't know what you're fighting with.
I'm not fighting. No one's fighting. I've never fought in my life.
Well,
I
yeah.
think everything.
I don't know. Your hat's kind of fighting with your hairline.
My hairline is fighting to stay on my
Your back's
head.
kind of fighting with the rest of your body.
Yeah, it is. It's being a real fucking bastard. So, any other tips, Sam, or do you have a good story?
Oh, yeah, we're going towards the third one.
Do I have a third one? No third one.
All right, rule of threes does not happen here.
Oh,
Comedy comes in threes, but
I'm gonna have a
not
rough
today.
time comedically. What else? A good story. One time I got too high at a party and I left my friend's apartment in the middle of the night, jogged through Bowling Green, Ohio, because I was having a panic attack
yeah.
after doing bong rips.
So you jogged alone because nothing's more calming than looking like you're being chased by a murderer.
It was more akin to that.
Yeah.
It was because people showed up to the party that I didn't know, and this one guy had a sinister look. Probably not. I was just really high, and so I ran through this college town in Bowling Green, Ohio. And when I say running, what I mean is acting like I was being chased. So much so that I was like hiding behind people's bushes and
Oh my
barrel
God.
rolling through backyards.
That's
and
Even
stuff.
though no one was like following you.
No
at
one
all.
was remotely following me.
And you're fully Ferris Buellering it
Ferris
over
Bueller-
a
yes.
thing onto a
Yes.
trampoline.
Yes. I did at some point jump into someone's backyard. I don't think the dog was in the backyard, but I heard a dog barking, and I just jumped over the other
You had a
fence.
full-on break.
Oh, yeah. Really, really bad. And then I showed up at my other friend's because I forgot this was right when I had first gotten a cell phone, and I left it at the party. So I showed up at my other friend's house, and I was like, you got to call Dobes and John. I think they're getting murdered. And my friend was like,
Oh
what?
my God.
Yeah, it was really rough.
Damn, I don't lose my mind like that when I smoke weed. But
Where'd you
is
get that
pretty
weed?
cool.
Was it on the train?
I think it was just kind of not great weed, but we were also that was probably the last time I smoked out of a bong, and we were just. My one friend didn't want to get high, and I was like, "Come on, do it!" And then I ended up.
We love running away. We love getting high and running.
So did your friends end up getting murdered?
Not at all. And also, that was the undercurrent, too, was that they just laughed at me the next day. But I was like, you guys are also forgetting that I thought you might be getting killed, and I didn't try to help at all.
Yeah.
I ran away.
Not at all. Actually, turns out the guy, super cool. Everybody loved him.
Yeah.
Hit of the party.
He's the best man at
He
my
gave
wedding.
us all $100 bills. And then,
Pulled a bunch of doves out of his jacket, was doing magic. It was David Copperfield.
dude, that is a fucking party tip. If you know a magician or know magic, fucking do it.
Yeah, do magic.
Do magic.
I
No,
love
I don't care. If anyone makes fun of you, tell them to go fuck themselves. Say, Myka said I should do it because I love that shit. And
Yeah,
that
magic
makes a
is
party.
tight.
Can I tell you, I would not guess that you love magic.
Well, I didn't for the longest time, and then I dated a magician.
Yep.
Tell me more about it right
Made her
now.
self-respect disappear. Now I get to date her.
Oh, yeah. It's not the only thing you made
Pretty
disappear,
good.
you know
Yeah,
what I
know,
mean?
bad.
Sorry, what?
I was like, that's not the only thing you made disappear.
Your
Buried
pu-
his dick deep inside me,
Oh,
Tim.
I thought you were like, he made my pussy disappear. or
Yeah,
something.
I can fuck other guys.
That's true.
Oh,
now it's
you
an
have?
asshole.
Micah!
Suck a dick.
I've only fucked like 4 guys. That's crazy.
Wow. How many magicians have you slept with, Tim?
All of them, because they're gone in the morning when I wake up or something.
Oh, I get it. Escape artist.
Yeah.
Great disappearing act.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get off this topic too.
It's kind of surprising, too, because you don't think a fat lady would be able to get out real quiet.
Yeah, you think she'd get stopped at the fridge, start eating all my food, and I'd wake up and I'd be like, "Hey, someone in there eating?" She's like, "Oh."
Yeah. It was weird. Why is the floor creaking? It's tile.
It is so funny, the idea of a fat lady magician's assistant. And he's like, I will make it. And you never see her, but you just always hear the floor creak.
Now, listen, I know we were being fat phobic, but you don't have to be a misogynist. The fat lady is the magician,
Yeah.
not the assistant.
I'm sorry.
This is
I'm so
we don't do
sorry.
that kind of thing here on this podcast.
Yeah,
Fat ladies can be magicians, too.
yeah, that's true. The cut in half thing is really big. Funny.
It takes twice as long to saw her in half as that.
Yeah,
It's like one of those extra wide coffins.
yeah, yeah.
That would be funny though if you're like, can
I
I get
get
a what's it called when they ask someone from the audience
A volunteer?
A volunteer, but it's a plant, and so like it's this giant fat lady, but they happen to have a giant fat box. Oh, what a coincidence!
It's perfectly.
And we went to go see Penn and Teller in Vegas, and there's a box on the stage at the beginning of the show, and they go, if you want, you can come up on stage and inspect the box. And everybody goes up, like, yeah, I didn't go up on stage, but my dad went up. And everybody's just looking at the box, touching the box, you know. My dad fully gets inside of the box and starts, like, messing around inside of it. And he goes, it seemed like a regular box to me.
Yeah, you gotta
He was
fucking.
the only person that got inside the box.
Wow.
Why not?
I don't know. I'm just saying, it was funny to watch
Your
him.
dad's the only smart person in that whole room.
That's probably true. All right, we got to do it. Sam, this is the one thing I didn't tell you about. I'll start, and then Myka, you can go next, and then you got to think of a person.
Fuck, is this the gotcha portion of the podcast?
No, we don't. We haven't done a gotcha. We haven't gotcha to anybody in a while, but this is where we speak ill of the dead.
Oh.
It can be anyone in your life, famous, not famous. Don't do Hitler. Anybody. We like Hitler on this show.
Oh, my Nana was a real pill.
Oh,
a real,
then
a
speak
real-
on that.
Speak on that.
Real bitch of a lady. Mean to my mom.
Oh no.
This is
Not
your dad's mom.
my dad's mom. My dad will concur. Not a nice lady. Difficult to love, we'll say.
Yeah.
But generally, a real bagger.
And now she's rotting in hell.
Yes.
The devil's poking her with his dick.
Yeah, your Nana's in hell
It's
getting
fire
butt
hot.
fucked by the damn devil.
Oh wow.
Fire, yeah.
Guys, is this gonna be the clip?
And she's-
Rest in piss, Sam's
Rest,
Nana.
rest in piss, Sam's grandma.
Yeah.
Oh man, speak ill. Do you guys have anybody to speak ill of?
I have one. Leopold II of Belgium, This motherfucker killed 10 million of the Congolese.
All right, I feel like I risked a lot more with my dead people.
I've talked shit about other dead people in my... I do this every week.
Oh, okay.
I texted about my grandma first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, between the years of 1885 and 1908, he had a reign of terror that killed over 500,000 with disease and 10 million overall, reducing the population by 50% in the Congo. So guess what? Hey, Leopold II, I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by that fucking gorilla from the movie Congo.
Yeah.
And the devil, of course.
That
And
gorilla
rest in
wasn't
piss.
nice.
And this guy looks like a fucking asshole. Look at him.
Look at that big beard.
Look at his beardy ass, bitch ass fucking. He's got the same hairline as me. That sucks. You suck.
Leopold would fit in hair and beard wise now here in Brooklyn. You
Oh,
know what I
yeah,
mean?
in Brooklyn. Yeah, you look like one of
Yeah,
these Brooklynite motherfuckers that doesn't believe in God, which is cool, but
He looks like he's like about to be like, try this IPA.
yeah. Do you want any cream in that coffee?
Yeah.
He'll say to me.
We've got oat milk.
Yeah,
You
nice.
know baristas. I
Yeah.
nailed it.
Good job, Sam.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So, Leopold II of Belgium, suck my fat nuts, you little fucking bitch. All right, go ahead. Rest in piss.
Rest in biz.
Rest in piss.
I'm gonna speak ill of Pablo Picasso.
Oh.
But you can't make a face people want to look at. Come on, there's a million fucking faces you think you're gonna improve upon God, who made the ultimate face, and you're just gonna fucking mash up a bunch of shit, looking like that. Could draw a perfect circle. Well, guess what? Here's a perfect line. Fuck you, Pablo Picasso.
She's
I hope
flipping
you
him off for the people listening.
hope you sit on this and you fucking spin in hell. Rest in piss, Picasso.
Yeah, Piscasso.
Yeah, Piscasso, why don't you suck on my piss cock, son?
Good addition, Tim.
Fuck.
Thank you.
I'm off. I've become off in the last several minutes of the podcast.
I'm gonna go around, find all your paintings, and burn them, because fuck you.
Yeah. Cubism, more like boobism. You're a
Yeah.
fucking idiot.
Yeah, cubism, more like ice cubism, because it's cold and I don't like it.
Yeah,
Sick.
fuck yeah. Good job, Tim.
Ice-
Cold like hell. Fuck you.
Yeah. Anyway,
Anyway.
the show's over. This is the
We
end of
like
the
a
show.
climactic end.
I like that you end with speaking ill of the dead.
I think I've lost it ever since I hurt my back coughing.
That was really funny, I will say.
That
And
was the best part. We should end
yeah,
it there.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sorry for laughing, but that was a really good part.
No, it's all right. It was funny.
Guys, this was a pleasure. You've changed up the podcast so much since I last did it.
Yeah, we have segments now. It's probably the most segmented show on the internet. Also, check this out. Signing off. It is I, the man with the bad back, the greatest man in the world. Your Patreon dad, patreon.com/greathang. Your free feed best friend, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II. I hope you guys all have a great rest of the day.
And signing off, it's me, the nicest woman in the world, the person everyone goes to when they want to feel better about themselves and hear nice things and compliments. It's Toe's mom, Tim's boyfriend, Sam's friend, and all of your podcast host, Myka Fox.
And
That's your turn.
Oh,
You start by saying signing off.
Yes, see, signing
And
off.
signing off, it's me. Probably the most, not probably, definitely the most called guest on Great Hang. Multiple appearances. Your pal, Sam Evans.
That's right. And Tom never called us back. So, Tom, if you're listening to this, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, burn in hell, Tom.
Yeah, rest in piss. I hope the devil's butt fucking you in your new house, bro.
Yeah.
All right, later.